Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF. It is Friday. Still have some really cool weather. Still very hazy, smoky, but I'm going to continue to take advantage of this weather to go out and do a little more metal detecting here. Been finding some interesting stuff the last couple times out, so let's keep our fingers crossed that we are able to find something else cool today. And yes, I'm going to be back urban metal detecting again. I think it's the best way to metal detect if you want to find interesting stuff. And like the gentleman said who came out and talked to me on the street last time, he's like, I never would have thought to metal detect these areas. Well, obviously some people have thought to metal detect them before, but if you want to find interesting things, you can't keep plowing the same ground over and over again and expect to find unique and weird items. Last time I thought I had a foreign coin. It turned out to be still a very cool token from Aladdin's Castle, a chain of arcades back in the 70s. So that was pretty cool. You literally never know what you're going to get, but the trick is you need to go to areas where you have the hope of finding older things, which is usually the older sections of town. And yes, you'll have neighbors that might have differences of opinions, but as long as you stay on your path of public lands, and that's what defines tree wells, is those areas, those grassy plots between the sidewalk and the street, then you should be in good shape. I've had a lot of people ask me about metal detectors and can I recommend a metal detector. I will say this, deeper's not necessarily the key when it comes to metal detecting, especially if you have a place that has very little range, you have a lot of hard packed soil like we have here. Even things that have been down there for 50, 80, in some cases 100, over 100 years, can still be remarkably close to the surface. So you don't have to spend a ton of money. The reason I can't really recommend a detector is that I haven't purchased one in 15 years. I've been using this White's XLT. It's got a rechargeable battery. I really like it. It's demonstrated excellence. You can even program in custom programs if you want. I have some that are set up to detect silver only. You'll get very few signals, but what's there will be worth digging and exploring. So I think that's the key. It's not always the most expensive thing. The other question I got a lot was, what about gold? And the big problem with gold when you're detecting is, electronically speaking, what the detector sees as gold is very close to aluminum on the electronic scale. So if you really want to find gold, you have to run your detector wide open, which means you're digging every single signal that you get, which is not the worst thing training in the world, but still it's very it's back-breaking to go out there and disheartening to dig up bottle cap after bottle cap or aluminum pull tab or aluminum can. But if you really have your heart set on finding things like gold, then that's exactly what you got to do. And most metal detectors follow the path that they'll get their detector first time in hand. For the first month or so, they'll dig every signal. They'll get disheartened because 90%, 95%, for every 100 holes you dig, you might bring up one or two decent objects. So what would you do after that period of work with nothing to show for it? You start to give it up, and you start to put the discriminator features on, so that you can knock out things like aluminum tabs, so you're not digging them till the sun comes up. Well, guess what? You just knocked out the possibility of finding gold too. Okay, so detectors, as I said, they follow that path, they get frustrated, they put the discrimination on, then they realize they're never really finding anything cool, so they usually end up at the best place you can be in metal detecting, is to just dig every single signal. That way you know 100% for sure that you have your best shot of finding a piece of gold, a gold coin, gold watch, gold chains, gold rings, and things like that. So, okay, well, that's a little theory of metal detecting. So I'm pretty much near core downtown here. I'm going to start by working this tree well area behind me. Just got out of the rig. Already got the first signal. Let's see what we got down here. Boy, is this soil hard. And then there we go. Right there. And let's see what we got. We got a penny. And no, we got looks like we got another right off the bat here. It looks like we got a Canadian. Is that a Canadian penny? You see, I believe I see the Queen on there. And let's see if we can get a year, 1981. Canada, pretty cool. Not a bad way to start the hunt today. Dug up our second object, and I don't know what the heck this is. I got no idea. It's pointy like a plumb bob. I don't believe that it's a bullet. If you guys have any idea what this could be, maybe a piece of ornamental iron, I don't know. That's the thing I like about metal detecting, is you got a lot of people that can help you figure stuff out. Get cracking, guys. Well, it's been a while since I found one of these, but I got dozens of these at home. There's a key. But which lock? Right next to that key. Getting another signal here too. So you always want to re-sweep the area. I don't know what the heck this is. Oh, it's some kind of wire clamp. Okay. Junk, but we always take junk with us and dispose of it properly, okay? Metal detectors code of ethics. Alright, there's another penny to collect. Let me see what date. Let me see what kind of years we're getting. That's indicative of what we might find. This is I don't know what the heck this is. This is looking good. This is a 1959 Denver mint. That tells me we have the potential to find maybe a couple Wheaties or some silver in here. So that's good. That was the very first year that the Lincoln Memorial cent was made. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Might have our first quarter signal of the day here. And there's something there. I don't think it's a quarter. What the heck is that? It's another memorial penny, but I can't make out the date on it, but it's looks like 1976. Okay. Now, whenever I get that quarter reading, I definitely have to re-sweep the hole because there might be multiples down there. I don't know. Yeah, we're still getting something over. Let me do it again. I gotta have 4 hands here. That's showing about 1.5 inches down, right about there. Turn that over and always make sure to rebuild your place and cover it over with straw. Okay, we got it right in here. And there it is. This detector never fails when it comes to quarters. All right. Nothing special, but a quarter's a quarter. As you guys know, whenever you see a work truck and you see something like that, need I say more? That ain't water, baby. Let's see what we got down here. I want to be a little careful digging in these older areas in case you bring up something good. You don't want to score it with the digger. Oh, Corona, anybody? Welcome to metal detecting. Okay, we're getting another nice signal for a quarter. It's kind of, and there it is right there. Can you see it? There she blows. Another, I think that's a quarter. Yeah, it's like one of those commemorative quarters or something like that. Yep. All right, I love you, White's metal detector. You never fail on quarters. I think we just fulfilled our quote of crack pipe for the day. Want to hit? Wow, key number 2. Huh. I'm metal detecting around the Druids building today. I have no idea. I guess Druids are a fraternal organization or something. It says something over here. Santa Rosa Grove 121. Made by brother Al Tabasky, 1974. Druid's office. I don't know what the heck are Druids. I think you can rent this hall here. Closed for further business or rental. All right. Pandemic times. Let the hunt continue. Another nice quarter signal down here. If you guys have learned by now. They're the most dependable signals of all. Let me get my probe and sweep around a little bit. And there it is. Nothing special, but yeah, money in the bank. Boy, can you tell you're in Santa Rosa every minute of every hour of every day. Okay, I think we got another signal here. I'm right on the street. You better wear ear protection sometimes, right? Let's see. There's your valuable coin, another bottle cap, right? Welcome to metal detecting again. Right at the edge of the sidewalk here, that's usually a good spot for stuff. But the way things have been gone today, I don't know. What the hell's that? Something on, I don't know what it is, something probably from a bike. You can ever metal detect, you got to be prepared to dig a lot of junk and spend a lot of time figuring out what the heck was that. Kicked out our first dime of the day. Nothing special. Way underneath of that bush over there. But I'll take it. This is high intensity metal detecting here. You got to spend a lot of time on one of these corners and dig a lot of trash. You don't know if there used to be a bus stop here, or so you really got to take your time. I've been digging in that same area, and this is the third dime that I've hauled out of there. So that makes me want to slow down even more and just be very thorough on what I'm calling the hot corner here now. Okay, let's try. Got another signal down here. Got 2.5 inches. Having a hard time hearing because of all the road noise. But if you want to get out where you got a better chance of finding stuff, that's going to be where people are. Right? What the heck is that? Looks like some kind of 1920s kind of ornamental thing. It's pretty cool. I've moved over from the hot corner now, and I'm now across the street working this tree well. And this is like a copper grounding wire, and you always want to make sure to save copper. It's about 3 something a pound right now, and that's a good 4 ounces of copper. So you collect enough of that, you go down to the recycle, and you give them junk and they give you cash money. Man, look at the tail on that thing. I don't know whether it's getting ready to attack me or what. You got to be careful here. You never know, this thing could be a killer right here. Oh, it's got me in its, oh, nope. Whew, thought I had me in his sights there. He's keeping an eye on me. Must be getting on lunchtime for squirrels. Better be careful, Rosie. Quick tip, if you're working residential areas like this, and I don't usually use headphones, they're uncomfortable. So I have the thing on audio, but I got it dialed all the way down so it's not so, you know, everybody comes a running. All right, you see, you get to these nicer neighborhoods, and right, people have a good idea what's going on, and although it's legal to metal detect, you want to minimize your cop encounters. So, all right, keep low and slow. Got kind of our first signal here. No other squirrels are here. There's a lot of acorns, right? is that? Looks like a real old can. That could be a good sign. Let's go deep in the property. We got a little more cover back there, and then we'll work our way out. Oh, gotta keep an eye on that attack squirrel. Where are you? We got something else around here too. Let me re-sweep this real quick. Might be a quarter. Right there, overload, which usually means it's a whole lot of nothing in here, or a whole lot of buried treasure. You never know. Kooky people bury stuff in the yard all the time. No offense to you buriers out there. What the heck is in that? Probably just kicked it. Is that a radioactive rock or what? Can't figure out what it is. Wow, really old roofing nail there. Typically, when you see loose roofing nails like this, that probably means this place was consumed by a fire. Otherwise, they would cart off the house, and it's not impossible to have a tear down that would have these around, but more likely it probably burned down, which would account for this vacant lot right here. Not really finding too much, just a lot of junk, but got to be patient and persistent. Really watch out whenever you see a hole like that. See down there? That could be a snake hole, rats or something like that, but you got to be very careful. Hey, where'd that apple come from? That ain't no apple tree. Where'd this apple come from? Looks like a rat's been gnawing on it, so be careful when you see these things. This place generally just really sucks, you know. There's nothing going on back here at all. But I won't give up. Every signal is just turning out to be junk. Alright, this lady pulled up, or whoever. I could be getting reamed here. I don't know yet. Sometimes somebody will call and say, oh, got some gal metal detecting on your property, and then come over the hill like the cavalry. What can you say? It's unmarked, so prepare for battle state. No, this seems to be a student over there, so that's cool. Younger people are very cool with metal detecting. I'm giving you guys a lot of pointers. I'm not picking up a lot of stuff today, but you're learning a lot about the realities of metal detecting. The real deal, not the faked up, drummed up metal detecting you see a lot of on YouTube, which really turned me off for quite a while. Review what we got today. It was pretty cool over near the Druid's Hall. 40, it wasn't even there that long, 40 cents. This was a total waste of time, this lot over here, but you never know till you try. 3/4. What do we got? A rather old Lincoln penny, 1959. 1 year earlier, it would have been a Wheatie. Couple keys here, and then we've got miscellaneous assorted hardware. I chucked out the crack pipe and stuff, so I got no idea. This could be part of a plumb bob or something like that for making sure you're straight down when you're placing forms for concrete and things like that. So if you guys got any idea, and I don't know, this is some kind of ornamental bracket, probably holds up curtains. Looks like the way it's heavy, it's probably something from the 1920s or 30s there. So it's always interesting. It's not always glamorous. And I really believe that's the whole point of metal detecting, the realities of it. When you watch me metal detect, you're getting the real deal, okay? I'm not walking out, oh, I got a silver coin here and a silver coin there, because you know what happens? People that maybe can't afford to go out and get metal detectors, and they get very disenchanted, and they wasted $300 to $1,000 on a metal detector. You got to know the reality of what you're likely to do out there. And I've gotten a lot of silver from urban areas. I think I probably hunted here before, not that particular lot. But patience, 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 and digging every signal. Like in the case, I got some copper today. I throw it in my copper box. I get about 50 pounds of copper. I take it over, and you know, I get $80 or something like that for it, which is pretty cool. So, but that's the reality of metal detecting, and that's one of the reasons I don't really hang in the metal detecting community a lot of times, because there's YouTube. The lure of YouTube views and things draws people to, at a minimum, sensationalize a lot of things, and just at the worst, just kind of outright lies. So you follow here, you're going to get the real deal of what 2 hours of metal detecting yields. Okay? With that, I'm going to close it out and wish you a wonderful day. Do take, if you're going to metal detect, listen to some of those tips I gave today. I think that they're rather good ones for you know, how to work in urban areas and attack squirrels and everything else out there. And in leaving, just remember, thumbs up are appreciated. Love having you guys on the channel, and thanks for watching today.